Welcome to another edition of our video interview series where we talk to Valley accounting leaders about what advice they have for themselves if they could go back to when they were a staff or senior accountant and why they love accounting. Today we're speaking with Jennifer Slaton, who is a senior controller at 𝗂𝗂𝗀𝘁𝗀. She started her career in public accounting. She's a CPA, and she ended up leaving public to go work for one of her favorite clients, but you can read her full bio below. Let's get started. Jen, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. And now tell us what advice you would have for yourself if you could go back at that staff and senior level.
Soak it all up. Ask all the questions, make connections, network, have fun, because you're just like a sponge learning so much, and use the resources around you just to learn everything you can, because it helps you find your passion of what you really like.
Right. Can I be devil's advocate on that question or that answer? What if you have a boss that's busy and you kind of feel bad asking questions? Would you still say ask questions?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah. And if it's not your boss, ask somebody. I'm fortunate in the jobs I've had. When I worked in public accounting, there was always another senior or a manager. But ask your peers. Ask anybody who's been there for a while, because they're going to tell you. So there's still other resources. But keep bugging your manager too, because it shows them that you're motivated and interested.
Is there a dumb question?
I don't think there's a dumb question.
Okay.
Admittedly, I probably have asked a lot, though.
Right. Well, as you get started in your career, you don't really, it's all new, right?
It's so new. I can specifically remember at Ernst & Young going into a controller's office when I was a staff accountant, asking questions, and I was asking questions that I didn't even know what the right answer or wrong answer should be. And after that like a couple days later, I remember my senior telling me that controller told me stuff just to mess with me as a staff at EY, but it was fine. It was just all part of the fun. So, learning.
I don't know that they would do that now with companies getting
Probably not.
Stuff.
Too much restrictions now, but yeah, back then.
That's funny. All right, and then why do you love accounting?
I love accounting because I get to meet people from every part of the organization, all the different business functional areas, and understanding accounting kind of leads you through understanding the whole business, because everything ultimately ends up in accounting's lap. So you get to see all of the operations through the accounting lens, and I like that.
Okay. You're not expecting this question, but is there one accomplishment that you're most proud of in your career?
Probably just recently, we implemented our whole new ERP system here at 𝗂𝗂𝗀𝘁𝗀, and I've been on it since 2016 we started. So we've now implemented all of our 18 nationwide divisions and our corporate entities. So it was just, and again, because of accounting and my accounting background, I was able to really learn and pull together all the different business areas for this project. So it was a lot of fun.
Okay. How long have you been at 𝗂𝗂𝗀𝘁𝗂?
23 years.
23 years.
Like aging myself right here on this video.
And what was your title when you started?
I started as an assistant controller here. I actually took a step, and that's the other thing about accounting. Don't be afraid to, venture out, because I started here as an assistant controller, but at the company I was at, I was a controller. So I took a step down to come here, but I felt like I could really grow and learn within the company. And so now here I am.
And in that 20 years, you've been challenged, stimulated enough to stay there.
Yes.
Which is cool, right? You can't say that about a lot of companies out there that provide the stability and things like that.
You really can. But again, I think I happen to work in a company that really values people being inquisitive and motivated and wanting to learn other areas. So I think if you find the right company, accounting is probably one of the only professions that lets you learn all different parts of a business.
That's true. And so would you still say, as a senior controller, do you ask questions?
All the time.
All the time.
Every day.
Yeah. Okay.
Every day I ask a question. Right now I'm asking lots of questions about SOX, because that's one of my new things that I'm doing here, is really digging into some of the SOX stuff. So yes, I'm asking questions every day.
Okay, cool. Is there anything else that you would want to tell somebody that's maybe at that staff and senior level, or that just needs career inspiration? Anything else you'd want to say?
your passion of what it is, like the business type of accounting you like. Because for me, I found that I loved construction and I loved people building things and I loved home building because we were getting a buyer into their first home. And so that was rewarding to me. And I like construction and phasing and all that stuff. So find something that interests you, and then that passion kind of drives your motivation, and it's really fulfilling. I don't know. I love it.
All right, Jen, we appreciate your time today. Stay tuned next week when we have another Valley leader that we ask the same questions to. Thank you for your time, Jen.
Thank you, Bernadette.
Bye.
Bye.